Okay, Pete, welcome to AEC Leadership, and I want to congratulate you for being an architect in the jurisdiction of Arizona. Once again, congratulations.
Thank you.
So I want you to enlighten my audience about what ARE, that is the architect registration examination, the challenges, and how you are able to overcome those challenges. Can you let my audience understand that, please?
The challenges behind the architectural registration exam? Well, I mean, it's a big exam. There's 6 of them, so it's a lot of studying to do. Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough question.
Okay.
There's a lot of challenges to it. I mean, a lot of it is, when you got experience in the field, you kind of know it already. I mean, when you get experience doing it, the hard part really is the project management. Well, the practice management side of things, where you got to learn about all the contracts and all the business side of things, which is something you don't really get a lot of experience in right away or learn about a lot in school. So that was kind of the harder part of it, in my opinion.
Okay, so you are saying right now that the hardest of the 6th division of the exam is the practice management.
Yes.
Because I know we have project management, we have construction,
administration.
Yeah, and we have PDD and all of those things.
Yes.
What kind of material was more helpful? Because I know that we have a ton of material out there.
Yeah.
And some people are wondering, where do I start?
Right.
Because there are so many material out there, and majority of this material, they are always wanting you to kind of have a subscription, so that you make a monthly subscription.
Yes.
But somebody like me would prefer that, let me get a book that contains all the resources.
Yeah.
So right now, what material was helpful for you to be able to navigate the ARE?
So in terms of printed material, I believe PPI2pass.com is where I went to get the Kaplan books, which are
again PPI
2pass.
Okay, 2pass.
The number 2 pass.com. They have the Kaplan books, the KAPLAN.
Okay.
That brand of architectural registration study materials. They actually have a print book that you can buy, and they'll ship it out to you, which is really helpful. It has a lot of practice tests in it.
Okay.
The practice tests are really helpful.
I see.
NCARB, the website on NCARB also has a lot of practice tests, which are really helpful.
Okay.
In terms of subscriptions, I did Amber Book.
Amber Book.
And I only the trick is to just do the subscription and do it all in 1 month. So
okay.
So you don't have to keep paying.
I love that.
Smash it all in once.
Again,
so
you said Amber Book, right?
Amber Book is really helpful as well.
Okay, just do 1 more subscription.
Yes.
And kick it out.
Yeah, so those are the 2 I used. But then there's also a lot of YouTube channels, a lot of architects on YouTube that do a lot of really helpful study materials.
Absolutely.
I wish I knew the names that I used, but
I came across a couple of them YouTube channel, that even the popular one, that's the Black Spectacle, right?
Black Spectacles,
they do some practice, exam.
The practice exams are always helpful.
That kind of a thing on YouTube, which can be very helpful for somebody to start with. But if you really need more from Black Spectacle, right, you have to make a subscription to their site to be able to have, and is on the monthly.
Yeah, I can practice within Arizona.
Okay.
So within the state, but I can't call myself an architect anywhere else.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's until after like 10 years, right?
Well, it depends. So each state's different, and I'd have to, do the licensure within each state. I have to register within each state if I want to do that.
But I want to believe we have what they call
reciprocity.
Yes. Exactly. So, because I could remember my boss, right? I work with Trevor Pan Architects, and he was a landscape. I mean, he had a degree as a landscape architect, but he got his license to practice architecture, right?
Okay.
So now, it was last year he was able to practice for 10 years, and since he has clocked 10 years, he got a license to practice in the state of Texas. So I think it's about 10 years to be able to navigate that kind of system to be able to practice outside. So now the next question now is, we have 6 division of the exam, and what how will I put this now? That how can architects be more efficient in their time management, right? Because I've seen a situation whereby somebody will say, I've been doing this exam for 6 years, and you see some other people will say, 4 months I knock it out, all the 6 division. So what is the strategy to be efficient, to be able to pass it in a very short time? Because when you have an endless, we understand that a project must have a starting point and a finishing, time, right? But when it becomes endless, then it wears you out. What is strategy to be efficient, to ensure that you are able to do what you need to do and knock it out and proceed to some other things?
In terms of taking the tests?
Yeah, in terms of taking the test and passing it, because I believe that what is the essence of taking a test when you don't pass? It's a waste of money, right? You got to be made sure that you are passing it. When you are taking it, you are passing it, because that will give you some momentum to proceed to the next one, right? So what's the strategy to be efficient?
For me, what I did is I took what I perceived to be the hardest test first, which was practice management, and that kind of, because I wanted to get the hardest part out of the way. Because that's just how I am. Other people might, want to get an easy win first. Do something they know first, just to see how the test goes. But yeah, in terms of efficiency, the last 3 tests I took one right out. I took, one, took a 2-day break, and then took another, took a 2-day break, and took another. Yeah, so I could wipe the last 3 out and within a week. So that was
that's good. I love that. I love that.
So because it was all stuff I knew, and I just wanted to get it boom, boom, boom.
Okay.
So, but I also, I was not working at the time of taking the test, so I had a lot of free time at the time.
I think I love the strategy, especially combining the exam back to back, right? The one that is closely related.
Exactly.
For example, PCM and PJM, they are kind of related stuff.
Yeah, very similar.
So it makes a lot of sense to be able to combine those two together.
Because there is a lot of kind of crossover between the two. So in a way, you're studying for both when you study. So if you can take them back, take simple, related categories together, that's always helpful.
It's very important, and people out there, this is Pete. We work in the same office, MWL Architects, and he gave me a lot of resources, which I'm going to put on the description below, and I believe it's going to be very helpful for people out there to understand these are the material he used to pass his ARE. So I want to believe that same material, if it is helpful for him, it can be helpful for anybody out there. But what you need to put in is effort on your side to be able to knock out the exam. Because when you have, you are just doing it, then you failed. That will reduce your momentum to continue writing the exam. But as soon as you eat one out, you have more momentum to continue writing it until you knock everything out. So this information is very important, and I wish everyone good luck. Thank you so much for your time once again.
Thanks.
I appreciate your time. Thank you.